Good morning. It's Margaret Kaitlyn at the University of Sewing, and it's Facebook Live. And Kaitlyn's with me.
Hello, everyone.
So we have a nice little
We'll start
giveaway.
just straight out of the gate with our giveaway for today. So for today's giveaway, we have, oh my gosh, I can't remember how much you told me it was.
Yard and a half.
Yard and a half. That's good. That's a good
nice.
chunk of fabric. Yard and a half of this really beautiful. It's got like cream in it and with these gold little stars and
really
specks.
pretty.
They're super pretty. Just a really nice, oh my gosh, what's the word?
It could be a background on a sky. It could be.
This isn't low volume, right?
Well, it is kind of low
volume-ish.
It's low volume-ish.
I was just telling Margaret and Dave that I feel like today my brain is not working properly, so I'm doing my best here, folks. Anyways, in order for you to be entered to win this, all you have to do is click the share button and then put in the comments shared, so we know that you shared, because otherwise Facebook sometimes doesn't let us see who all shared.
You mean like Kathy Neal?
Kathy's on it. Kathy is on it. So for those who are maybe watching this later, not live, you can still do it. You have 24 hours to do so. So hit the shared button and you could get this beautiful fabric, and we'll ship it anywhere.
Okay, everybody, we have some beautiful things for you to see today. And I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but we are now carrying a line of fabric called Lewis and Irene. Now, that particular company is out of the UK, and their stuff is just, you know, it's sweet.
Yeah.
That's a perfect word for it. It's sweet. And the thing that I love about it is that the artwork is gorgeous, the fabric feels amazing, and it is just really different from a lot of what I would call, it isn't really a kid print, but it will work perfectly for kids' clothes.
Yeah.
So I think you can use it for other things, but it is definitely workable for kids' stuff. So we're gonna start off with Lewis and Irene. This is the Secret Garden.
It's so cute.
And this fabric is a double border print. So this is on both sides. If you kind of just turn it back for them, Kaitlyn, so they can see both sides. So you were starting to do it and you'd stopped. So see, it's the same on both edges of the fabric. Imagine a little girl's dress with this as the skirt. Would that not be
it's
pretty?
Like when you stare at it, you find all these just
There's
little
little birds and the fox, and there's bunnies, and there's like, it's just, just makes you happy. And look at the little daisies in the sky. So it's a wonderful, wonderful print, and it will work for a lot of different things. You could obviously fussy cut it and put it in your quilt. It has a lot of options, and this is kind of like a pale lavender. Very interesting, kind of a little bit of a gray tone to it. Very, very attractive. So what we decided to do, this Lewis and Irene, they have almost, it seems like every line has like 30 pieces to it.
Oh, wow.
Which
That's
is
a lot.
It is a lot. And it's hard for us with our space and how much we buy of other things. It's kind of hard for me to justify doing all 30 pieces. So what I tried to do here is I tried to pick the ones that would blend together very nicely with the border print, but also be something that they stand on their own and they're very usable. So we have this gorgeous pink floral, very just, you know, a tone on tone kind of thing with a little bit of white in it. Very pretty.
And I love the pink in it, because I'm not a pink person.
I generally am not either.
This is just kind of like a muted.
It's a grayed out pink. It's very pretty.
Yeah.
And this particular floral goes really well in between the two.
Oh, and it has the little birds
It do. It does. And the flowers on this are kind of unique and different. They're not really, the artwork I think is very modern and very nice. It's really quite pretty. So then I decided,
that's fun.
we need some blue. We need some blue. And here's our secret garden print, which is really adorable because now we have the garden gates in it. We've got these lovely cascading flowers. Now we've pulled in some yellow. The little fox, he's really standing out now in this a little bit more because he's the only orange on the fabric. Well, I say that except for our little robin in there too. So it is so adorable. But then we decided that we would get some colors to go with this blue. And the background is actually, I would say, a blue-green. So it's got some green in it. And this has got that same kind of tone. And then just to make it a little more fun, we have some daisies for you.
Can never go wrong with daisies.
Daisies are just so precious. Now, what I was thinking, I said about the little kids' clothes, I went and got some of our patterns. And look at what we have here. Aww. And wouldn't some of these two little dresses or this dress right here using that border print, wouldn't that be really pretty? Make the border print the main print on this dress and then do a tier of one of the other colors on behind it. This one has these 3 different colors and this cute little pleated back on it. There is so much you could do here. And I know almost all of us have some little girl in our lives. So this gives you some really cute ideas of what you could do with our secret garden fabric.
Gorgeous.
It is really nice. Okay, we got to get out of the way, though.
Get out of the way. Move it out.
So, I'm hoping that you saw something you liked there. And now, after we get these little guys out of our way, oh, look at that.
Thank you, Megan.
Megan is being so helpful. All right. So, what I decided to do was bring out our new Robert Kaufman. New Robert Kaufman fabrics. And I wanted to bring out some patterns that I thought would really work well with the Robert Kaufman fabrics. So I've got some really pretty, now this is talking about jelly rolls, and no, we don't have a jelly roll here, but boy, wouldn't it just be easy to cut up 2.5-inch wide strips and make something like this? You can use that. You can use your Creative Grid 3.5-inch square, and it also uses the 6 and 12-inch log cabin ruler. We also have the butterfly patch.
Oh, I love
and
that one.
I love that one. It's so cool. These are all available, guys. These are from Cut Loose Pattern Press. We have these available for you, and they're so inexpensive. They're usually between $3.50 and $4.50. You can't beat it. So there's this one, Simplicity. Again, all you need is a square ruler to be able to do this. Very adorable. Very nice. And then the other one I wanted to point out, I really like our crazy, template. And this one is the rectangle one, which is really cool. So we have all these rulers in stock. And, oh, wait a minute. Is it the square one or the roll? I'm not sure. We'll have to look at that a little bit. It says Crazy Grid, and it just lists the number on it. Well, I'll tell you what. If you see a pattern here and you want to make sure you get the right ruler for it, we'll be happy to make sure that happens.
Reach out to us.
We are happy to do that. But here is this Robert Kaufman fabric that we got. And I will tell you, I think these are just fantastic. So we've got a variety of blues here. Then we go to sort of a sherbet color. Sherbet and raspberry.
You're making me hungry, Margaret.
I'm trying.
I haven't had my breakfast
sherbet
yet.
and raspberry. Then we have a little bit of purple to round that out. Then we go gold into oranges and this beautiful
I love
leaf.
this one because
Isn't
the texture
that pretty?
like of the leaf itself, it's so spot on.
And it makes you just think you could take it right off the fabric.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful. It's when they start to disintegrate,
right.
but they come, they're so beautiful. And again, Robert Kaufman nailed it. The fabric feels really, really nice. And this whole line is called Leaflet. So what we decided to do with this is we decided we were going to go ahead and make you up fat quarter bundles and half yard bundles.
Nice.
And look at that bundle together. You're not necessarily sure when you see it if you're going to like them all together, but when you do
It's
this,
so true.
it's so obvious.
Like, I'm amazed at that because I would never think, I'm going to put these blues with this.
But it's fantastic.
But then when you put it together, this is why I need your help. Margaret's so good at it.
I love doing it. It's a lot of fun. I've gotten the opportunity to do it for a lot of people over the years. And Pat should wave hi and say, because we've had her, she's had us help with her quilts from time to time.
Margaret is the person for colors, I'm telling you. And if you haven't seen those, the Thread magazine had a great way to put colors together.
Really?
Oh, so now is that the latest issue?
Yes.
Would you? There's right in there at the other room. So let's make sure we talk about the Threads issue because it just came out.
And I'll be honest with you, when I did my first quilt and was reading up on color stuff, it was overwhelming because it's like,
look,
you want to make sure.
I found.
Hey, that's us.
That's us right there. So we're in Threads. So I'm going to show you the front cover on the latest Threads magazine. Look at that fun dress. Very, very fun. And look at the fun lining they did in that. Mm-hmm. That is just awesome.
Good dancing dress.
Yes.
They did. Yeah, show.
Yes.
If you. Nope, for this way.
Okay.
There. For colors.
All right. So there's a whole article here about color and design strategies and how to put things together. And isn't that fun? Just really, look at those.
Wardrobe.
The whole wardrobe and doing things, putting it together. Now, I could never wear that acid green. It's really beautiful, but I can't wear that. But it gives me an idea of how I would do it potentially for myself.
Oh, and they just take inspiration from like that?
Well, yeah, they've taken pictures and what came in that picture and put it into clothing.
Yes, that's really fun.
Really good.
Look how fun that is. That'd be a great outfit for me to go to Bernina University.
Yes, it would.
I have ideas now because I have so many photos of being up at Sleeping Bear Dunes in Michigan.
Oh, look at this really fun one with the blues and the blacks. I like that a lot. Okay, they've tried to make it for a variety of tastes. So they also have a thing in here making your own pressing forms. Oh my goodness.
I need one.
I will buy one every time I want to spend time doing quilting and clothes. I want to do that much more. So these are really fun. But I really, really look at this. Oh my goodness. A beautiful article about making your own lace dress.
Pretty.
You know, this is the kind of projects we think about doing now. So we have some potential of getting them done for the holidays.
Yes. But it was such a good magazine. I've read it cover to cover. I loved the shirt.
They always do a great series of articles on the latest clothing patterns that have come out. When I saw this, I thought of you, Kaitlyn.
Yes.
Well, I mean, honestly, look at those and then look at the shirt that I wore today.
So cute today.
Stripey.
Yes, so cute. So really fun, pretty things. So
Yeah, but if you don't subscribe to this magazine, it is well worth it if you're a seller.
it's well worth it to subscribe, but you know what you can always do?
I could buy it here.
You can buy it here.
Pat.
So, okay, guys. So what are we giving away today?
So a reminder, we are giving away this 1.5 yard piece of fabric, beautiful fabric. Again, this gold star with little gold specks. So you get a little bit of shimmer in there. Honestly, this would be great for your 4th of July quilt because it reminds me of the fireworks. The gold ones were always my favorite fireworks.
Oh,
The ones that like kind of looked like they were raining down. I felt like it was a Cinderella movie. You know what I'm talking about as soon as I say that?
Yes.
So
Of course we do.
1.5 yards. Again, all you have to do is hit the share button, put in the comments shared, and if you win, we will ship it to you. You have 24 hours to do so.
Okay, I think I didn't do a good job. I don't think I showed off this one.
Butterflies.
There's butterflies on it and little flowers, and it's just so precious.
And they're very subtle butterflies.
I know.
It's
The
not
whole
like in your face
pattern,
butterfly.
the whole pattern on this is just so subtle. It's very bright colors, but somehow it doesn't come off as being a shout in your face kind of thing.
Yeah, very true.
And I do want to show off this gold a little bit more because I think gold is one of the hardest fabrics to actually get a good gold. This really looks like gold. Most yellows that they call gold are just not coming off to me as gold. This one, it just the way that these colors just grab, it is gold. It makes you think that, you're going to see a bit of gold behind this fabric somehow. It is very beautiful. And so if you're working on a project and you're having a hard time finding some gold that's going to work, because I feel like that it is such a good color at times, but again, really hard to find.
And does it have a fleck of pink in there?
It does
It
have a
does
little
have
bit.
a little fleck of pink in there.
That sherbet, as you say.
Yes.
The orange sherbet.
Orange sherbet.
Yep, that for sure. So I just wanted, to, and it's really funny. I'm not a pink person, and yet we have a nice group of pinks in this store.
Yes.
We really do. And we have and I often go, orange. Do I really like orange? You know what? You do. Like all of these colors. It doesn't matter what colors we're talking about. There's generally some version of the color, some print of the color that just makes you really happy.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great way to handle that. Don't forget, we've got the fat quarter bundles and we've got half yard bundles to go with this. Okay, so what we haven't done today is we haven't talked about the fact that we have an all-day embroidery mastery class coming up. And the reason I want to bring up classes today is because we've added something that we haven't been able to do in a long time. And this sweet girl actually made the poster for us because I am so computer challenged.
No, you have your things that I'm like, dang, Margaret, good job.
Okay, let's go to the poster and show it off.
Oh, the
So the kids' summer camp. Now, do you have someone between 11 and 16 that maybe wants to learn how to use a sewing machine? This is going to be a wonderful class for them. We've got it set up for in June. There's 2 weeks that they come in June, or they can come 2 weeks in July. And I know, actually, I would think that these are kind of a good days because you're only going from 9:45 to 11:45. So it's something first thing in the day for the campers to come to. They're going to get a lot of supplies for this, but there is a little bit that you're going to have to buy outside of the class. But it's 2 weeks long, and it's 4 days each week. So there's plenty. But what we did was we didn't schedule stuff for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you guys want to go camping or do other things with your kids, you're not stuck into this class that you can't do that. So we tried to make it very convenient for everybody, but we've got to get signing up. And we need your help. Please, please, please share with your friends and family that we have this sewing camp coming up because it is something we haven't done for the last couple of years. And so we want to make sure you guys know about it. But the only way we can get the word out is your help. It doesn't matter what I do. Everybody has their own places that they get information now. And think about yourself when you go, where are you getting your information about what's going on in the community? So we will put this out, of course, as an event on Facebook, and we'll put it out on Facebook with you. But what I really need is for you guys to share with your family and friends so that they know about this, because otherwise they're not going to see it necessarily because they're not looking for necessarily a kids camp here.
And who's teaching?
Cheryl Risotto is teaching, and Cheryl she's just come into being with the Tailored Fit in the University of Sewing about, 2 months ago now, maybe. And she moved here from another community. She used to teach at 4-H things all the time. So she loves kids. She's really a sweet lady. And this is going to be a great opportunity for your kids to learn how to sew. Because if you're kind of like me, if you have to teach your own kids or sometimes even the grandkids, that is a little, you guys are both laughing. They're both laughing. They know what I'm talking about. It is a little bit challenging sometimes when you're too close to those kids. You need somebody else to do this. And plus, sometimes we just are maybe not the most patient people.
Maybe.
Definitely not.
So other things that we've got coming up. So we are working right now, and thanks to Cheryl and Alice, I'm hoping we are going to start getting our class schedule now at least 60 to 90 days ahead. We're going to really try to do that. So I know that on the calendar right now is a t-shirt quilt class. I know that we have some knit clothing classes coming up. I know we have a fitting class that already got filled up. We put that on the schedule and they fill up right away. So we're going to get another one on there. Don't worry. There's time for you. We promise we'll get in there and get you taken care of. And we're going to be doing some more with that. We've got a lot of mastery classes on there. So if you own a Bernina, you are not sure what you're doing with it, or maybe you do know what you're doing with it, but you want to learn more, you can always come to our mastery classes. They're open to everybody. So that's really helpful. So we've got a bunch of things going on. What am I forgetting, guys?
Well, I'm thinking the mastery classes in themselves are just wonderful to attend to help you refresh if you haven't used your machine, like my serger, in a while. And
we are doing another 68, a 62, 64, and 68 Bernette class. That's already on the schedule.
Yes.
Make sure you get on there. So we've got, you can't do it.
I looked, I can't. It's a Friday on the 19th.
So,
Kids' last day of school.
Oh,
wow.
My goodness.
Holy cow, I can't believe it's already that time.
Yeah.
It is that time. And what we're not thinking about is that IU is graduating next weekend.
Oh, we have IU fabric too. They
We
can make all
do.
kinds of things.
There's
And
all
Purdue.
kinds of Purdue fabric, IU fabric. It was so cute. We had people come in last weekend and they're like, we've looked everywhere. We had to come here to get more Purdue fabric.
Who knew? Have to come down to IU to get
It was
more
really
Purdue.
funny. So that was
And if-
great.
Yeah, and if you want to get started, 4th of July is coming up, and we have fabric for 4th of July.
We
too.
have some
Oh,
great
those
fabric
kits.
for those
Well,
kids.
okay,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I'll get
Let's get a couple.
We have a panel.
The right. Yes, we do. But we also have the
We've
kids
got a lot
fabric.
going on, that's for sure.
There we go.
I hope everyone's having a good Saturday. It looks like it's beautiful here, so I hope it's beautiful where you're at.
Okay. I'm going to hand that one to you. You get the pattern out of that one. Okay, Connie, I promise we have one set aside for you. Okay, so what we did is we did the illuminate, and this particular pattern has 2 pot holders, 4 placemats, and a table runner. Now, I will tell you, we replaced the striped fabric with a blue that matches this blue right here. So it's just a solid blue, and I didn't like that stripe, guys. I'm sorry. I just did not like that stripe. I thought it was ugly.
You're the one who's ordering the fabric. You gotta like what you like.
So I didn't do that, but I did do it with blue, and it's going to be really pretty. So that is a great one for you to do, and a perfect thing to add to your 4th of July decorations. Then we have the Freedom Parade quilt.
Speaking of parades.
We have a license plate now for our little car.
for your little
I'm
car.
ready. Let's go.
So that's pretty great. So this is the kit to do this entire pattern. How cool is that? These wonderful stars. And I'm just going to tell you so you don't get scared. This is fabric right here. You don't have to piece that.
Oh, it's a part of the panel.
See,
Yeah,
it's right here.
there.
See,
So it looks like
It's-
you cut it and pieced
Oh,
it.
it's so pretty. And I don't normally like this kind of thing, but this one turned out very nice. I think they did a good job. So again, with both the table placemats and the table runner, that is not pieced. You don't have to piece that. It's just a panel of fabric. So I just don't want to scare you. This is a super fast project. This is one of those projects that really, you will be really happy because you can put it together in no time. It's super cute.
Yeah.
So the only piecing that's really on this is the outside border here, and it's all squares and rectangles. So very
easy stuff.
simple. You can do it. And don't forget, we have the creative grid rulers so that you can do that. It was really fun. Last week, I taught 2 private lessons with customers, and one of them was doing a t-shirt quilt. And we got out the creative grid ruler, and she had never used one before. Before she left, she bought a square and a rectangle, the long rectangle and the square, because she said she hadn't used a ruler that just stayed put that way. And it was so helpful.
Yeah, I love their rulers.
Their rulers are really good. And we try to carry things here that we have used and we think are very useful. And they're actually going to be something that you will hold on to for a long time, and you'll feel good about making that purchase. So, okay, guys, guess what?
It's time.
It's time to get to work.
It's time for us to just about open, and we're going to get to that. Don't forget about all the classes. I know that you guys have summer plans, but I hope you'll put us into your summer plans and get some of those classes.
Road trip to come
There
see
you
us.
go. You can spend a weekend in Bloomington.
We've got great parks around us for you to go hiking.
Yes.
There's all the Visit Bloomington stuff going on, and you can come and visit with us. We'd love that. Wouldn't that be just
that'd
great?
be fun.
All right, everyone. Have a wonderful Saturday. Come and see us sometime here this summer if you can. And in the meantime, we will see you next Friday for Facebook Live.
Bye.